Yo, what is up, y'all? Dubsmine here, and today we are doing the Warriors versus Heat game, and it's November 19th. And we're gonna start off with one pretty big news, but just one news about the NBA, where Mavericks are expected to explore the trade market for star Anthony Davis. Now, I did see that Mark Cuban did verbally state, apparently, maybe not verbally, but it was by him, that they aren't going to try to trade Anthony Davis, but I personally feel like that's some just PR fodder. The thing is, even if Mark Cuban meant that, I don't know how much power he has since he's only a partial owner of the team and not a full. He's a minority owner, so he's not even a majority owner of the team anymore, so I don't know how much his, opinion matters for this type of stuff, but I'll definitely mention that. Like, he did say that. But again, this came out today and it was covered by NBA on ESPN, which means that it has some sense of credibility. So ESPN's Tim McMahon reported on this, saying that multiple teams, sources said that the Mavs, who are 4-11 outside the playoff picture in the West, will also explore the trade market for Davis, the 10-time All-Star big man who was the headliner in the return of the Luka Doncic deal, as part of that process before the season's deadline. And it says that any team interested in Davis wants to see him lose some weight first, as he showed up into season 15 to 20 pounds overweight, and it's very visually obvious, and has yet to play more than a few games in a row in a Mavericks uniform. And yeah, I mean, I'll see what teams are gonna go for him. And I'm covering it mainly because Warriors have a somewhat of a slight chance of this happening. Who knows? Like, I don't know. We'll see how this season progresses for us. But I think it's definitely something to monitor, that's for sure. But Chicago Bulls obviously is like the one that's been like kind of set a lot, just because like he's been growing up in Chicago, so it's like might as well just send him to Chicago and just see how he does, Apparently this is a Bleacher Report deal. So Mavericks received Trey Jones, Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, a protected first-round pick via Portland, a protected first-round pick via Chicago, and 3 trade exceptions. Bulls receive Anthony Davis, Caleb Martin, Jaden Hardy, Jalen Wilson trade exception. Brooklyn Nets received Dalen Terry, Javon Carter draft rights to Melvin Ajinka. Oh my God, it's a name. 2029 second round pick and 2030 second round pick. Yeah, it's not a terrible trade. It's just I think it really depends on the protections here, because honestly, this pick might not be that good with Portland being a very good upcoming young team. This might be honestly worse too, just because again the Bulls are getting Anthony Davis. But again, with Anthony Davis not playing much games, this might be good. But again, if it's protected very heavily, obviously it's not going to be that good. So it just really depends on the protections here. So it's basically 2 second-round picks and some bench players for Anthony Davis, which it's not terrible. I think this isn't a terrible trade, but it's like why would anyone do this? I don't know. It's just because like why would the thing is like the Bulls are a spot just because it's his home team, but again it's like why would the Bulls want Anthony Davis? I mean, I guess if they're trying to compete, then sure. But I feel like I don't know if like the currently constructed is like a team that's gonna be the typical Bulls where they're like hovering around 500. And then if they get Anthony Davis, they actually get into like a full playoff contention mode. If they want to do that, if that's the direction they're trying to go, like get into full playoff contention, then sure, I think Anthony Davis would be good. But if they're trying to just still tank a little bit and just, get good draft picks, then this wouldn't be the trade they would go for. But yeah, again, not a terrible trade, but I don't know. It's a really odd one. But anyways, that's all that. So let's talk about Miami versus the Warriors. A lot of people are injured, so let's get over it. So Steph Curry, Al Horford, Jimmy, and Draymond are all confirmed to be out already. Professor JK is also out too. Yep. So that we're going to be very thin. And then for the Heat, they're not out as much players, but they're still out a good chunk of their big players, which is Terry's is for different reasons, obviously. I'm surprised that they're still considered a Heat player here. Didn't just release him, but whatever. So you got Tyler Hero and Nikola Jovic. So Tyler Hero has been already out for a while, and then Jovic also too has been out, or not has been out, but a little bit. Bam was on here earlier in the day when I checked, but it seems like he's off of it, so he should be playing. So that matchup predictor makes sense. Let's just make sure no one's here. Oh, Bam is still there. Okay, Bam is still here. It just wasn't listed. Okay, so he is still questionable, but it's also gone from this part here. So he will play. Okay, it was a 20-minute ago report, so never mind. He is set to return from a 6-game absence, so I'm hoping he won't have that good of a game. Like, let's see if he's like maybe rusty or something coming back. But I don't have the best hopes for this game, especially since the last time we played against the Heat, like it was when the first Jimmy Butler return, it didn't go over that well. It was a pretty terrible game, so yeah. 4:30 p.m., so pretty early start time again, because it's an Eastern Conference, you know, road trips, so it's always going to be that. And you know, the Heat haven't looked balling. I mean, they have a similar record to us. I mean, their Norman Powell has been amazing for them, so I am fully under the impression that we're going to lose this game. So let's just check their roster. So we'll go to schedule and results first. Actually, I want to just do the starting five first, and then I'll go into the other stuff. But I mean, they beat the Knicks without Bam, so that's pretty impressive. So I mean, I guess right, Knicks don't have Jalen Brunson, so that does make that pretty equal. But yeah, so they started Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Khalil Ware, and Pell Larson. I'm assuming Khalil Ware is going to get moved down to the bench for Bam. So that's going to be the starting lineup. You got Jaime Jaquez, Simone Fontecchio, Drew Smith, maybe Jovic, but probably not because he's questionable. And then these guys here. Pretty solid team, you know. Like, I mean, Jaime Jaquez has always been a solid player. Simone Fontecchio all out this last game. He's been playing pretty good considering what his career scores and stuff were. And Drew Smith and Nikola Jovic, solid players. And obviously, their starting lineup is pretty damn good. I mean, our good old friend Wiggs, he struggled a lot, though, this game. Davion Mitchell has been proven to be a pretty surprising good player for them that they just randomly acquired through their trades, and has been producing pretty well for them since last season. And then Norman Powell, obviously, you know, one of the main reasons why the Clippers were even good last year, and then now he's over here doing well, and the Clippers are sucking. Khalil Ware is solid, young, big. Pell Larson, I don't have much info about, but he's been balling too. 53% from the field and 40% from the three. That's pretty damn good. So yeah, they're gonna be a pretty good team. I honestly, again, don't have much good hopes for this game. But let's just get into the team stats here real quick. So they excel at actually moving the ball, which is very interesting. I mean, I guess because I don't know if the Heat were ever like a team that would like be passing the ball or like known for their passing. I mean, it does say year to year it's grown 14.7%. I think that's what it means. Like, this is compared to last year. So yeah, that's a big growth there. At least I think. I don't know if I'm interpreting that correctly, but again, they're second in assists. They're also fifth in defensive rebounds, so it's kind of hard to crash the glass when you shoot the ball. They also score the three. Their three-point percentage is one of the best in the league, but I'm assuming that had to do with the fact also like Tyler Hero too. Also, like, has he even played a game this season? No, right? So no, it's just them playing good. Never mind. Yeah, they're just playing good three-point shooting ball. So that's that. And their field goal percentage is pretty damn high too. The only place they really struggle is offensive rebounds. Like, while we can't crash the glass on the while we can't crash offensive glass, they can't either. And they don't block much shots. They also allow somewhat a good amount of personal fouls. So, and they suck at free throws. So like the foul line for both ends for them is the terrible stat for them. Everything else is pretty damn good. So I don't again have much hopes for this game. Wiggs has been balling out though. I saw in the last few games he has been too, but especially I just look at this too. 48% from the field, 35% from three, 16 points per game with like 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Damn, that's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I don't have a good feeling, but the thing is, I would say the one chance we have to win is that the Miami Heat pull like a Warriors and they just end up like being hella lackadaisical and like, you know, taking it easy because they see that our whole team is like, you know, out. And, you know, we get maybe a good Will Richard game, a good Moody game, maybe a good Pods game, you know. JK played this game, then I would be like, okay, maybe we have a chance. But with even him out, it's kind of eh. Yeah, again, I mean, I'm excited to see how Will Richard plays to get in getting more minutes again. And yeah, I mean, again, I don't have much to say because I don't think we're going to win this game. But in order to win, I would say young guys always have to play really good and defend the three. Limit the turnovers because they're 14th in opponent turnovers games. That's still above the average. And that's the reason why we lost that Magic game. So yeah. That's going to be it though, I think, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.